So let's talk about body dynamics. Obviously, this person is a very, very versatile therapist because he uses a table with only 2 legs.
He's bracing the other side of his hip, right?
That is good body dynamics right there. So, question is, why is good body dynamics crucial for massage therapists? And obviously, we want to stay healthy. We want to have less chance for injury when we're working, and because it feels good physically. You feel better about your work. You're happier if your body is feeling free. You have good movement. Clients benefit when you do better work. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Clients benefit when you do better work. And I believe that it's important for us to try to do what we can to prolong our career as much as possible. You know, there's a couple people in this room that have been practicing for quite a while. Maybe some folks even up to like 20 years or so. And that's not easy, doing body work, is it? There are some folks that burn out in less than a year. A lot of people burn out in less than a year, especially if they're working for a big spa where the people are coming in, you know, like a train, you know, coming in, a train station. When you're healthier and happier long term, your clients continue to benefit, and you can keep on helping them and earn a living doing it, right? A good living, and for a much longer time. But I do know a lot of people that have burned out along the way doing body work. The essentials for good body dynamics starts before the massage, okay? And it's the things that we tell all our clients to do, things like stretching and strengthening and movement and getting good body work. I've done these trainings a lot, and many, many times people say they have not had a massage in over a year, even longer sometimes. And we want to practice what we preach. We want to get work done. Even if you don't have major issues going on, there's something about body work that is very preventative, I believe. That's my belief. You know, there's obviously no scientific study that can measure prevention, right? And obviously insurance is not going to pay for prevention either. But it's probably the most important healthcare practice there is. Would you agree?
Yes. Yes.
Prevention is the most important healthcare practice there is. And part of that is getting good body work ourselves. And good nutrition and good rest. Obviously, good nutrition, what you put into your body is what your body becomes. And then, of course, during the massage, we want to do some things that can help us to stay relaxed, stay refreshed, alert during the massage. So things like breathing. Breathing is a really good thing. But how many of you find yourself sometimes you're working on somebody and all of a sudden you stop breathing, or you just get really shallow breathing once in a while? You know, especially if you're doing one of these direct-indirect techniques where you're holding it for a really long time. You know? But also varying your strokes and tools. Sometimes people get married to a certain type of stroke or a certain type of tool, like they get married to using their thumbs, or they get married to using their elbows, or whatever. And if you overuse anything, it's going to hurt after a while. If you overuse anything, it's going to hurt. You want to keep your joints loose and unlocked. I've watched a lot of people do body work. You know, when I was supervising clinics at the massage school, and then of course doing trainings like this, I've watched a lot of people working on other people. And a lot of what I see is people locking their joints, locking their knees, locking their hips, locking their elbows, locking their shoulders. And we'll talk more about that as we go. You want to do contrasting movements. You want to change how you move during the massage. And that's something else we'll talk about more. And specifically what you want to do is you want to dance with the technique. I believe in dancing massage. How good does that sound?
Awesome.
Awesome, yes. But I think it's important to move, even though there's the tendency when you're doing a massage to, just to kind of stay in one position for a really, really long time.
That's really the danger.
That's the danger, yes. And then there's post-massage. Things like drinking water, all these great things that we tell our clients, but also some other things we call shake it out, taking a walk. I loved it when I had my office over here by the park, because in between sessions, I could just go down in 20 minutes. I could have a really nice little walk and just kind of change the whole environment, just change everything, kind of interrupt the pattern, kind of what like we're doing with the tissue when we're doing direct and indirect techniques, interrupting our pattern, and that refreshes you so you can continue on. And of course, stretching is huge. I cannot overemphasize that. How many of you stretch every day, at least a little bit? So I'd say about maybe a little more than half, 2/3 of you. Stretching is something that is not optional. Right, Raphael? Right. It is not optional. The body needs it. Now, some areas of the body need it more than others, and some stretching programs are, one size fits all, and of course we're not all the same. Some of us need to stretch our TFL, our right TFL more than somebody else, that sort of thing. So you got to find out what is you need to stretch. And you have to do it a little bit every day. It's got to be like brushing your teeth, assuming that you brush your teeth every day. I make that assumption. But yeah, it's got to be something you do every day, as well as strengthening and aerobic activity. Something we call hanging out. I'll describe even things like meditation and prayer, things like that can really help you prolong your careers. It's really true. If you can kind of get your mind out of the zone that it's in all the time for a little while and kind of hit that reset button, it does wonders.